today it's time for the Strava conversion math of the day. The first mile that Strava gave me was 7:12, but the second mile it gave me, when I was at about 2 miles, Strava had me at 1.8, and then when it did finally hit the 2 miles, it did one of those things again where when I went under a bridge, my dot on Strava kept moving, but the blue line indicating how far I've actually run wasn't. So it shorted me a whole bunch of distance there. I don't necessarily blame it. I'm running through skyscrapers underneath pedestrian bridges, like going underneath the road through a pedestrian bridge. So those are difficult GPS conditions, but it just seems weird that I have to do this much math to figure out how fast I went. It is Monday afternoon, leaving work a little bit early. Work's a little bit slow. I think it's really the calm before the storm. Later this week, things are gonna get crazy. It is really cold out today. It has been raining all morning. It's in the low 50s. I think I just saw a bank sign that said it was 52 degrees out. And it's been a cold rain all morning. I'm chilly. But yeah, I thought about taking a bus home and then running with some warmer clothes on, but I thought I'd just tough it out. After all, in a month or so, weather like this is gonna feel absolutely heavenly. So trying to keep it all in perspective, and I'll make up for the cold weather by running a little bit faster than normal today. All right, it's about 5K, at least according to Strava. And so today, it's time for the Strava conversion math of the day. So I feel like I ran that pretty hard. The first mile that Strava gave me was 7:12 for the mile. That might have been a little bit generous, but the second mile it gave me, and I know it's short because of I know how far things are depending on where I am. The route I took today is the route that I normally take if I'm gonna bike home. And so when I was at about 2 miles, Strava had me at 1.8, and then when it did finally hit the 2 miles, it did one of those things again where when I went under a bridge, it sorry, I gotta catch my breath. When I went under a bridge, my dot on Strava kept moving, but the blue line indicating how far I've actually run wasn't. So it shorted me a whole bunch of distance there. And so I think on the over-under, Strava probably shorted me about half a mile, if not more, on a 3.1 mile run. I don't necessarily blame it. I'm running through skyscrapers underneath pedestrian bridges, like going underneath the road through a pedestrian bridge. So those are difficult GPS conditions, but it just seems weird that I have to do this much math to figure out how fast I went. I felt like I ran really hard. I felt like I definitely slowed down from the first mile, but I didn't think I was that far off of 7:30 to 7:45. But I was pretty rough on my body over the weekend. So this extra effort might just be my body shaking some of that off. So who actually knows? But got the heart rate up, got a lot of effort in, kept warm. Everyone around me is wearing like winter coats today. But kept warm enough in shorts and a t-shirt. I gotta get like a GPS watch, something that can maybe track cadence and or heartbeat, get myself some more accurate readings. Although in the end of the day, it doesn't really matter all that much. I wanted to run hard today. I ran hard. I felt good. So I have a little bit of time before I have to go pick up the girls. I'm back in the living room because the girls aren't sleeping in here, which is what has been happening the past couple of days. And I'm eating one of the Halloween cookies we made yesterday. These are very good for after our run. Normally I don't like sugar cookies, but right now, these are really good. But I'm going to try and go see if I could squeeze in a quick trip to the grocery store before I have to pick up the girls. I have a feeling that today, both of their girls are going to be pretty exhausted and a little bit whiny. It's one of those days where everyone wishes they could just stay in bed. Both of the girls are a little bit under the weather. So I'm thinking if I can get them home quickly without them spending too much time. It's a little bit of a chilly day today. I think that'll be good. I kind of planted the idea in my daughter's head that maybe we'll watch Moana tonight and read some books. She's been reading Rory Phantasmagory, the series. She likes them because they're chapter books. They have chapters rather than baby books that she's been reading, which don't have chapters. But she really likes it. After each chapter, I try to kind of ask her a question. I don't quiz her. I kind of quiz her, but I kind of ask her questions like, well, why was someone so mad? Or why was someone so upset? Or, oh, I'm pretty excited about what's going to happen next. You just kind of like gauge her level of kind of comprehension, and she's right there. She's following right along, so I'm very excited about that. And the baby sometimes kind of likes to, listen along too. So we've been doing that in the tent. I don't know if you can see it. There it is. There's the tent we've been sleeping in. It's pretty small. We got some blankets in there. There's two doors, door on each side. My daughter made a little diorama with her chair there. But yeah, the house is pretty messy. Excuse the mess. But so we've been reading in there. We've been sleeping in there. I'm cramped. I'm not that tall, but when I'm in there with the pillow like above me, my feet always touch the bottom of the tent on the other side. So it's not the most comfortable sleep. Last night, in fact, I got up in the middle of the night and went and slept in the bed. Because the girls, with the baby being a little bit sniffly, she was tossing and turning. Everyone needed just a little bit more room to spread out, so I gave them some room that seemed to be better for everybody. So that's what I did. So for now, I'm going to finish this cookie and then go to the grocery store. Doing all right? Or am I going too fast? I'll slow down.
Oh, what's going on?